Okay, we have our mannequin here. My lady's been sitting for probably a week or two, yours maybe just a couple days or over the weekend. We're going to take the pins out of the finger wave side. Actually, maybe you didn't even have those pins in there. I took the pin out of my finger wave side here, and now we're just going to comb through this just so that it doesn't look so crusty in here. So just go in there, and you can see you can comb this through, kind of messing the barrel curls, and you might do that a little bit too. Just combing through. Let me get this a little bit smoother on the end, on our little pin curl end of it there. But the end of it is not really what's concerning me at the moment. Right now I just want to see you put this wave back in. And you can see when I'm going through, I'm doing the exact same motions that I did with the finger wave, right? So as I was up on the top, I made my C-shape motion, but it's going to stay in because I set it. I just dragged it forward a bit, combed it back, and now that I'm on this side, I dragged it back and combed it forward. So we have this, I'm just going to comb my pin curl out there. We have this finger wave up in on the side. Okay, so you can push it up and in there with your fingers to get it to go in there, but that's just the finger wave on the side. Let's go around to the other side and we'll take out our pin curls and see if we can't get a finger wave in on the other side with the pin curls. Okay, so we've got all our pins in there. Let's just take those out. And don't worry about combing this straight. There's no way, if this has been sitting for long enough and it's dry, this curl is going to be in there for a long time, so you'll be okay with this. So I've got this in here, and actually what I'm going to do with this is I'm just going to take my my larger paddle brush, my Danico brush here, and I'm just going to comb through it just to smooth it out a bit, just to get the so it doesn't look so crusty or freshly set, so that it's soft. And then when I go in here, I should be able to comb a finger wave in there, the same as I did on the other side. Back and forward, because that's our curl going forward. And comb this one forward and back, because that will match our, this matches our pin curls that were going forward. Oops, I just messed that one up. This matches our pin curls going forward. This one coming back matches our pin curl set row that went back. And then we should be able to get a wave coming forward from our last set. Let's see if I can just comb these bottom of the waves here. And I should be able to just push that wave right back in. So there's a finger wave that we have where we set the top row going forward, the second row came back, and the third row came forward. Okay, so there's a finger wave just with our pin curls. So let's move into the back, and let's just take this part out back here. This was the part we set with the rollers and those barrel curls, just to see how we could get curl without the use of any rollers or a curling iron or a dryer, although this had to sit for a fair bit for it to dry. You could have sat under the dryer or used your hair dryer to dry it. Oh, you could have slept on it, I suppose. It would have gotten a little bit flat from sitting on your bed, but taking all the pins out. And this one, I think I'm just going to work with this one with my fingers, and you'll be able to see. Got all the pins out? Oh, we did. You'll be able to see what big curl you can get just out of the hair over the whole head, just using the big barrel curls. And again, with that kind of curl, you could use that for anything. You could put this in an updo. You could just have your hair curly for the night and have the whole thing in those big sets. If you had some pomade, you can put it through your hands to get rid of the fuzzies, and that's all there is to that. We're going to take this, awkward set that we did. We just have some pin curls in our finger waves in the front, and then our big curls back here. And we're going to take this and turn this into a bit of an evening do, doing a really quick chignon with this, and it'll look really fancy and like we spent a lot of time on it. Okay, so grab a ponytail. I've got mine here, and let's see, a ponytail and my bobby pins. So I'm just picking through the hair. I want this to look actually a little bit, I don't need it to look quite so done as some of the other ones have, being so smooth. So I'm going to comb this into a ponytail. And let's see. If you can notice, up here on the top, there's a bit of a split from my waves in there that I can't get out from combing. So I'm going to put this in a ponytail, but this split right here in particular is bothering me. Don't put the ponytail in yet if you have any splits occurring anywhere along yours. Remember, we can just go in there and back comb this. I'm just going to pick up that section. And I'm not necessarily doing this for height, I'm doing it to get rid of the split. I'm back combing just at the root. I can always comb out my ends. Picking up 2 of those sections, small sections, inserting my back combing at the bottom. And now I think we should be good. Yeah, great. Now when I go to put this in a ponytail, there's no split where I can see the scalp, so that's great. I'm using the big pick for this one. And let's put our ponytail in there the same way we did this ponytail once before, where we had the ponytail and we took 2 bobby pins. Took 1 bobby pin on that side of the ponytail, 1 bobby pin on that side. Oops. We're going to insert the bobby pin here, and then I've got a piece of hair in there. Stretch that all the way around, and then insert the bobby pin. So there's my ponytail here. I'm just going to pull this out to make sure it's it's got a good balance. It's not a big deal if you can see the curl, and if it's a little bit messy in there, that's kind of what we're trying to create. And again, you want to cover up your elastic band. We did that in the other video. Take a small piece of hair, wrap it around the elastic, and insert that end in there. Okay, so we're going to do our chignon, our messy one. Right, we're just going to comb this over the back of our hand. It's going to curl under itself. And I'm going to crisscross my bobby pins inside. I'm going to crisscross them this way. 2, and I think I'm going to come on the other side. Put 1 more in over there. Great. Then I'm going to spread out my chignon a little bit, and we did this before in the other video. I'm going to separate this, pulling some of the hair down, some of the hair up. Pinning that in, pulling some of the hair up, and some of the hair down. And I only did this with the back. I don't have my finger waves in there yet. And I don't know if you can think of some of the advantages of being able to do an updo quicker, but if you're in a salon and you're charging you're charging $50 an updo or $60 an updo or whatever it is, the faster you can do that updo, the more updos in a day you can do, and the more money you're going to be making. So you're going to want to pick up your speed when you do this, versus say for aesthetics. you know, they're paying for your time, so you don't want to rush them out of there. Okay, so that's my messy chignon in the back. Now what I'm going to do with my finger waves to make this look nice and soft, I have the finger waves on the side, and this is my pin curl side, but it doesn't matter too much. I'm going to try to keep my curls loose in there. I'm not going to do too much combing. I want this to be a little bit soft. I want to see that. Oh, whoops. A little bit of a tangle there. I want to be able to see that finger wave so I can push that in on her face. And I'm going to lift this up in here, and you can do all kinds of things with this. You could twist this, you could braid this. I'm just going to pin it up here to accent the curve. Mannequin head's not quite wanting to cooperate today. I'm going to go in and I'm going to put 2 pins up here so that they crisscross. Holding that up. Then this back curl, you can decide how you want to bring that back. Making sure it's smooth. And you can just pin that. Coming in the back, and everybody's will look slightly different, so often it's deceiving when you have clients come in and they say, I want my hair exactly like this. I don't know if you could ever repeat anything exactly. You know, nobody's going to have the exact same hair. The rollers won't have been set in exactly the same. Oh, I have a little bit of a knot in there I want to get out. Make sure the ends are movable. Take that last piece of hair. Oh. I just ripped that knot out, not recommended for your client. Hopefully theirs will comb through a little easier. And you can see the beautiful curl that you get pinning that up in there into the back. Okay, I'm just going to keep doing that on the other side. Same thing, I'm going to take this. I'm going to try to make sure that I keep that movement of the wave, so I'm going to push it in, and I'm going to take this hair, and let's see where I should pin it. We'll pin it maybe right up over there. Let's see if that, I don't want to leave that split there, so we'll pull it just a bit over. I'm just going to put my pins in here. Try to hide those pins, crisscross them, and then this extra hair that's in here, I'm going to split it into 2 pieces and just work with it in the back. I'm going to put a pin straight across, roll the hair, and then tuck the pin in. Give me a little bit of a roll. Let's see, maybe this other one can just be just guided back just a little bit. Crisscross that pin or it's not going to hold.